In today's video, I'm going to talk about referendum voting and why it's important for you to have your say. As a coin holder, you shouldn't only hold a coin and stake, but you should also vote, because if you vote, it means you're contributing to the ecosystem's growth. And aside from that, you're also going to be incentivized. There was actually an initiative launched by a specific team who decided to incentivize those who decide to vote to support the ecosystem by giving them an NFT for free, and this NFT will have different utilities. And so hopefully, because people are incentivized to vote, they'll also be motivated to vote, right? I understand that they should make it easier in terms of mobile voting, right? But because most people are on their mobile, but it is easier on the laptop or desktop as well, because it's just a matter of a few clicks. So once you have your wallet already installed, which is the Polkadot wallet, I've already done a dedicated tutorial. Check it out at the end of this video, by the way, if you're interested to know exactly how to set it up. Let's say you've got the wallet already connected. Okay, in this case, my user account is test statemine. This is my substrate generic address, which is applicable to every single one of the parachains, including all the relay chains. And then from this address, there's a specific public address which is derived from this address, and that's usually the address that you would use when you want to send tokens or coins from an exchange or from another wallet over to your address. So once you connect to your wallet, you simply go to Kusama. In this case, it is Kusama. Okay, you might want to be voting in different parachains, maybe. So maybe you'd go to Altair or Bajun or Basilisk when they're going to eventually list, because Bajun is not live yet. And so you go to choose a node. It usually chooses the default node for you, but sometimes it doesn't always work well. So just choose parity, for example. You click switch. Once you're in, you simply go to governance. And you've got different options here. You've got democracy, you've got the council, you've got treasury, bounties, etc. So if you go to democracy, this is where you can actually vote. Okay, in the overview section here, it's very simple. As you can see, we've got this proposal here. Actually, there are two different proposals, 208 and 209. And if you want to know what they actually mean, because we don't have too much information here, it just says update configurations for the nomination pools. You can simply click on this option here, which is this C, which takes you to polkaassembly.io, and that'll tell you what proposal 208 is all about. This is where you can actually see all the different details telling you what is the reason for this, and of course you can see the votes as well that have been voted for or against. And you can see the turnout is super low here. 1.24% is very low, unfortunately. I understand that a lot of people have crowdloaned their KSM, and so it's locked up for up to 11 months or maybe longer, depending on what they wanted to do after that. Maybe they wanted to crowdloan again after they got their initial KSM back. But if you have been staking your KSM for all this time, or if you decide to stake your KSM, then you can still take part in this voting even with your staked KSM, and it is pretty cool. Or of course with the available one. And so yeah, 1.24% is super low. I'm sure we can get this up, and this is where this team came into play, and they've actually decided to incentivize voting rewards. But before we look at this article here, I just want to quickly show you how to do it. You simply click on vote, and you have your you should select your account which has some KSM. Okay, and then you select the voting balance that you want to vote with. In this case, I only have 0.003. okay, so it's not much, but I just want to show you how to actually do it. And then you select the conviction, and this is the a different type of voting that you can do, right? So 0.1x voting power is the one that doesn't require any lockup. And what this actually means is that for the duration of the proposal, and this proposal is going to be running for another 2 days and 19 hours, then you're not going to lock up your KSM for longer than this proposal. Okay, so your KSM is going to be locked up for 2 days and 19 hours. You will not be able to sell it if it's available and you want to sell it, or if you want to transfer it out, until this proposal is over, if you vote with 0.1x. However, keep in mind that, say if you have 100 KSM and you vote with 0.1x, you're actually voting with only 10 KSM as power. That means that only 10 extra KSM would be added to what you see here. Let's say you voted I, so this one would have 361,149 KSM, even though you've got 100 KSM, because you're using 10% of your voting balance. Okay, just to make that clear. And so most people usually use 1x, some people use 2x, because 16 days is really not that long, to be honest, to lock it up for. So what this actually means is that after the proposal is over, you would still have it locked up for an extra 16 days. Okay, and then you would have access to it. But to actually have access to it, you need to unlock it yourself. And so how do you unlock it yourself? You go to account, you click the little 3 dots here next to send, and there's usually a button here that gives you the option to unlock any funds from the governance. Okay, so Now we cannot see this option because it's not available to us because we haven't voted, but if you vote you will be able to see that option, and you just simply unlock it and then you sign the transaction. That's it. It's as simple as that. And unfortunately many people don't bother voting, but it is very crucial because it supports the ecosystem and it shows there's a turnout, it shows there's interest. And so this is how you do it. Of course, if you wanted to vote nay, you could vote nay. For example, you wanted to use maybe let's say 4x voting power, you're locking it for 64 days, you're voting nay, you're signing the transaction, and then of course your vote would show up here under the nay section, but of course you would not win. However, that does not mean that you will not get an NFT. You will still get an NFT. And now we're going to talk about the NFT voting rewards, which is this initiative created by governance incentivizer Kusama, as you can see here, as they've written in this Medium article. So how does it actually work? Well, they've got an items collection on Singular, which is Remarks Marketplace, the popular one, Singular 2.0 by the way. Okay, so that is the new version. And they've got almost 2,300 distinct owners, and this makes it one of the most distributed collections in the Remarkverse. And what is the collection about and what makes it so unique? So the item in the collections are airdropped 100% free of charge to voters of Kusama referendum. So anytime you vote, you will get an NFT, okay, which is pretty cool. You're not, you don't have to do anything basically that's out of the ordinary. They don't ask you to pay for it, they don't ask you to do anything. You get it for free directly in your wallet, because your wallet, your Kusama wallet, would actually be linked to your Singular wallet, because it is the same at the end of the day. To connect to Singular, you need to use your Kusama wallet, and this is how they know. And if you want to check that NFT, you can simply go to sub.id, enter your Kusama wallet, paste it basically, copy and paste it, and then you can see what NFT you got from these guys here. So you actually get, as a first-time voter, you get a shelf NFT. What you would get is the blank shelf, plus on top of that an item NFT, okay, from the shelf connection. So let's say it could be maybe this trophy here, for example, right? Maybe this trophy, or maybe the tree, or maybe the bird. So maybe you'll get a bird and the shelf, right? Just that's it, right? Nothing else. However, the second time that you vote, you might get something else. So maybe if you already got the bird the first time, you might get the trophy the second time. And now you've got a shelf with two different items. And apparently these items can be unequipped and they can be sold separately for a monetary value on Singular's marketplace. So that's how it looks. I mean, it's very, very straightforward. And aside from that, you also have the opportunity to get a rare NFT, and there's an opportunity for that if you vote with at least 5k SM, right? It doesn't matter if it's 1x voting, 5x voting, whatever, at least 5k SM. If you use 5k SM, then you will get, you will have the opportunity, let's say, to get that rare NFT, okay? And of course, you can read this article if you want. I'm gonna post a link to it in the description of this video. If you are interested, like I said, 100% for free. This is an initiative from the community. It is pretty cool because it shows you that you can actually get incentivized for voting, which is really, really straightforward, as you saw in this video. If you have any questions with regards to this, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.